Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. We also have Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at TPM Videos. Good morning from the Disneyland Resort. Today's kind of cool, but anytime I come to California, the mornings always seem cool, especially this time of year. And you know what? It actually makes it a perfect time to visit Disneyland because, as you can see, the crowds aren't that bad at all this morning. So today I'm going to bring you along as we virtually park hop the Disneyland Resort while heading on 10 different Disney rides. I always like starting my mornings off at the Disneyland park so I can truly leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. Main Street USA is one of my favorite places. I always say hi to the little roasty toasties and to that guy. Actually, I don't know him, so maybe I won't do that. Oh, you know what? I hear the Dapper Dans. I always like to stop to listen to these guys perform. They're incredibly talented.
Come out to socialize. The moon climbs on the dead oak tree. Suits arrive for the midnight spree. Creamy creaks with eerie eyes start to shriek and harmonize.
This might be the closest we'll get to the Haunted Mansion today since the ride's down for refurb. But let's head up the hub and into Fantasyland. I always like starting my Disneyland days off with a Fantasyland dark ride for a couple reasons. One, the lines in the morning are usually much shorter than during the day, and two, it just really gets me in the Disney mood. So kicking off the day at number 10 is Alice in Wonderland, which is always my Fantasyland dark ride of choice. I really love how the ride utilizes screens in a clever way to blend in with the physical sets. So let's get ready for a tea party, shall we?
All of a sudden, I fell. Down, down, down.
Oh, looking for the white rabbit? Well, have a crown.
Oh, Mr. Rabbit, wait, please.
He went this way. No, that way.
I need something important. Hey, I'd like to say hello. Goodbye. Well, this is curious. I wonder if the rabbit came in here.
Lost perchance? I'm not sure where I am either.
Don't worry, please.
He went this way.
Now you may have noticed that this scene on the ride is a bit warmer than the rest of the ride, and that's because the hell scene in Mr. Toad is below it.
The Royal Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, and the King.
Shall we play croquet?
And Rule 42, the Queen always wins.
Now get ready to hear Goofy's iconic holler right now. So Disney actually uses this soundbite as a little Easter egg in many of their animated films, but I'm pretty sure this is the only ride to feature this sound. Or at least it's the only one that I've heard it on. I don't know, have you noticed Goofy's holler in any of the other rides? Now this last scene coming up was actually added during the 1983 refurbishment of Fantasyland, and then it was also modified during the 2014 refurbishment as well. This This ride's always so fun, and I love the whole Alice in Wonderland area. It's like a little mini Alice in Wonderland land. Well, we're gonna skip the teacups because I'm sorry, but they get me very, very dizzy. And speaking of skip, I think we should go into Adventureland and say hi to the skippers on the world-famous Jungle Cruise. What do you think? Mornings on the Jungle Cruise are the best for minimal waits, and it's usually when all the animals are the most active, especially Bertha. You know what, never mind, that was irrelevant. She's an animatronic. I'm sorry, that was my attempt at Jungle Cruise sarcasm, alright? Let's just leave it for our skipper in number 9, who just happens to be me.
Well, hello there, folks. Welcome aboard the world-famous Jungle Cruise. My name is Dan, and I'll be your skipper for just about as far as we can get in the next 3 weeks. Now, just a couple of safety reminders. Please remember to keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat, remain seated, and parents, please watch your children. Now, if you didn't just see, we entered the rainforest, where it rains 365 days a year. Yeah, that's almost every day. It's pretty crazy. Now, over here on the right, we have Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Now, walking by the temple, you're gonna see some indigenous creatures. Watch out for the young ones. They may look cute and cuddly, but they're actually really dangerous. They tend to latch on to their parents for about 18 to 30 years and bleed them dry. Yeah, that's what my parents told me. Oh, hey, we're entering an ancient Cambodian shrine. Now, that's a 500-pound Indo-Chinese tiger. Fun fact about tigers, they have stripes so they can avoid being spotted. Yeah, Joe Exotic has not been able to spot this tiger. As we leave these ancient ruins behind, up ahead it looks like we're entering a sacred Indian elephant bathing pool. Oh my gosh, I had no idea that they were going to be here today. Wow, okay, if you brought your cameras, you can take as many pictures as you want. Looks like they all have the trunks on. Well, except for him. And maybe her. Now, over there in the shower, that's Bertha. She's been in there for a long time. You can tell by all those wrinkles. It just goes to show you, if you stay in the water too long, you'll turn into an elephant. Now, as we leave the elephant bathing pool, we head into... Oh no, Squirt, not today. No. Okay, good. I guess he didn't have enough trunk space today. Lucky. Now, here at the Jungle Cruise, we like to say that there is danger around every corner. Believe me, you want to keep your eyes peeled because we may have to split. Now, our camp is right up ahead, so let's just go check on it just to make... Whoa, what is going on? This used to be our camp. Guys, what's with the monkey business? We've gone over this. It's not funny. Well, isn't that just great? I guess the gorillas are now calling the shots. Oh, they left my truck running. Now the engine's gonna die and I'll never get it turned over. My gosh, this is just bananas. We gotta split. Now up ahead is one of my favorites, the beautiful Schweitzer Falls, named after the famous explorer, Dr. Albert Falls. Did you know that more water flows over in 1 second than a man can drink in his entire lifetime? Yeah, I don't know about you, but that's a little hard to swallow. Well, guess what, folks? We just entered the Nile River. It's the longest river in the world. It goes on for Niles and Niles and Niles and Niles. And if you don't believe me, then you're probably, well, in denial. Coming up is a pair of African bull elephants. The one on the left is the second most feared animal in the jungle. And the one on the right is the most feared animal in the jungle. Bob Chapek. After the Nile River, we're into the African Veld. The African Veld is home to many different animals, like those long-necked giraffes in the back, and we're also really lucky to have some vintage zebras. Yeah, they're still in black and white. They're worth a lot. Aw, and would you look at that? That pride of lions is protecting the sleeping zebra. Isn't that cute? Aw, you know what? We'll just let him rest in peace for now. Hakuna Matata, right? Oh my, oh, that must be that lost safari party. Doesn't look too good. Let that be a lesson for all you folks. Never get into an argument with a rhino. They always get their point across in the end. If you don't believe me, ask that guy. Well, you know what they say, safari's so good, so I guess we're gonna be moving right along up ahead to the hippo pool. They've been giving us a lot of trouble lately. Just last month, they sank one of Disney World's boats, plus 6 of our boats here. I wouldn't worry too much, though. Only 5 of those were mine. No, don't worry. It's fine. I've learned my lesson. Hippos are only dangerous if they're blowing bubbles and wiggling their ears. Oh, no. Oh, okay, yep. Yep, that is bad. No, okay. All right, folks, everybody cover your ears. I'm going to try to scare them off, okay? Ready? Go away. would you look at that? Scared stiff. See, he tried to charge the boat, but here at the Jungle Cruise, we only take cash. That was pretty exciting, right? Well, at least my last crew thought so. They're right there. I can see them. Canoe? Hey guys, miss you. Oh, looks like they're celebrating something special up there. Let me see if I can translate for you guys. One sec. Wait. I don't know. What was that? Oh no. Folks, look, on the left there's an ambush. Get down. Everyone, get down, now! Get down! Sir, please get down. Whew. Is everyone alright? Okay, good. Good, and if any of you caught a spear, just take it out and throw it back. We're not allowed to keep souvenirs, okay? Thank you. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. The magnificent, the wonderful, the 8th wonder of the world, the backside of water! Woo! Yeah, and if that doesn't excite you, then there's the front side of a rock. You know, I thought that joke rocked, okay? You know, I think we should just take some more time to appreciate the local geology, like some more of these rocks. But a lot of people just take them for granted. Now here in the Amazon River, the water seems pretty calm right now, but it is actually home to man-eating piranhas. Uh-oh. Whatever you do, don't stick your hand in the water because they do bite. But don't worry, you're not gonna die if you want to touch them. I just don't encourage it. Wow, there's a lot of them today. Hey fellas. Now up ahead is a boa constrictor, but don't get too close, he may get a crush on you. I heard it's a very constricting relationship, something you might not want to get wrapped up in. Just some food for thought. Here on the left is Trader Sam, who's the head salesman here in the jungle. Business has been shrinking lately, so this week only, Sam's offering a 2-for-1 special. 2 for his, for 1 of yours. Alrighty folks, it looks like it's time for the most dangerous part of our journey, the return to civilization. I know. So please keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. Parents, keep a watch on those children and refrain from standing. Speaking of standing, you've all been outstanding today. Truly one of the best. Now, what I'd love is if you could be outstanding on that dock right there. No, I'm serious. Get out. I'm sorry, that was so rude. Please, get out.
I just gotta say, being a skipper at Disneyland would be a lot of fun, and if any skippers are watching this, just know that you guys rock, and we do not take you for granted. Believe me, you're the best. Honestly, you guys are. Now, speaking of cast members, one just came up to me and said that they were randomly selecting guests to test ride Haunted Mansion while it's in refurb. I don't know. So let's head over to New Orleans Square. Okay, so here's the tea. Apparently the inside of the attraction is still Haunted Mansion Holiday, and that's what the Imagineers want to test today before they begin reinstalling the original Haunted Mansion sets. And we're part of this lucky group. It's like a VIP experience. I'm super excited because I really love Haunted Mansion Holiday. So for number 8, let's get ready to go see our good friend Sandy Claus in the town of Halloween on Haunted Mansion Holiday coming up next. Okay, we're inside the mansion, but the stretching room has already been changed back, so this is the perfect opportunity to do what everyone really wants to do and recite that ghost host spiel. So join me, won't you?
Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge. To find a way out. Of course, there's always my way.
It will float down with ease and keep a close watch on all children. Please, all good ghouls and boys must sit safe in their seats and keep in their sleigh all hands, arms, legs, or feet. Si cuidas a tus niños, todo marchan felizmente. Los fantasmitos y fantasmitas deben quedarse en su asiento. Y en el cochecito mantener brazos, manos, piernas y pies adentro. The mansion was changed. All was soon covered, adorned, and deranged. And what to your wondering eyes disappears is Jack's little friend Zero, the ghost dog reindeer. Nothing here was forgotten. It all looked so pleasant. A coffin, Jack says, makes a fine Christmas present. The man is glad it's a wonderful read. As long as you don't get caught in its teeth. Jack's holiday vision was unlike no other. So ring out the bells. There's more cheer to uncover.
So the head of Madame Leota here was modeled after Imagineer Kim Irvine as a tribute to the late Imagineer Leota Toombs, who was her mother. Leota Toombs is the face of Madame Leota on the Haunted Mansion.
Romance may succeed. On the first day of Christmas, my ghoul love gave to me a star, a brilliant star for my fortune-carved dream. On the 13th day of Christmas, my ghoul love gave to me 13
I always love the smell of gingerbread in this room. It makes me so hungry. Anyone else? Fun fact, the names on the Naughty and Nice list are actually the names of the entertainment team who worked on Haunted Mansion Holiday.
On the attack.
It's time for you! Boogie just knows
Ooh, talk about perfect placement. Thanks, Duncan. Now, don't you kind of wish there was a Nightmare Before Christmas ride all year long at Disneyland? Leave Haunted Mansion the way it was meant to be, and then build a brand new ride based on the film. I mean, it's never gonna happen, but it's always fun to hope, right?
Thank you, Santa Claus, for bringing me cheer.
Okay, our next stop is gonna be Critter Country, but I'm kind of torn. I really wanna go on Splash Mountain, but I don't because I don't wanna get wet. It's almost physically impossible to ride Disneyland's Splash Mountain without coming off the ride dripping water and being able to fill a small bucket. You know what I'm talking about? You're guaranteed to get wet. I love Splash Mountain with all my heart, but I don't ride it as much here as I do with Magic Kingdom because of this reason, and I hate it. Okay, you know what, guys? We aren't gonna do it today, but thankfully, I have some footage highlights from a past ride where I got drenched that I can show you. I always love watching people go down that drop, but then in 30 seconds, that's gonna be us. And we're gonna get drenched. It's not called Splash Mountain for nothing. Now, one major difference between the flume system here at Disneyland and Walt Disney World is the speed of which the logs move through the show scenes. Disneyland's moves much quicker through the scene, as you can see here, and it operates more like a classic log flume ride. Whereas at Magic Kingdom, it's more of a leisure pace that you'd expect to find on other water-based dark rides.
Tommy Lucy, I said Tommy Lou. Look at you. Everybody's got a laughing place. Maybe this one is yours.
This was the time when I rode and Mr. Fox was having those issues with his back. I think he's been fixed now. Now, since I didn't show the full ride, it's only fair to stay at number 7 and give you another ride. Since we're still in Critter Country, it looks like the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh only has a 5-minute wait, which usually just means it's a walk-on. So why don't we head into the 100-acre woods for a few minutes? Let's go.
One blustery day in the 100-acre woods, a little bear named Pooh set off in search of honey.
Oh hey, it's me again. It's still too blurry and dark to really see my face, so once again, no face reveal just yet. Now this was mentioned in a past video, but the mechanism for Pooh's hot air balloon was recycled from Teddy Beara in the Country Bear Jamboree. That was the attraction that used to be here before Winnie the Pooh.
It's time for your party, Pooh. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Hooray! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Pooh!
I do hope you like my gift, Pooh Bear.
I've never seen so many presents.
Hope you like my present. Present for Pooh.
That was actually a fun ride, it's cute. Now I didn't wake up early enough to get a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance, but the app is saying that Smugglers Run is only a 30-minute wait. So for number 6, let's head on into Galaxy's Edge to see the Millennium Falcon. Now here on the second floor of the queue, you get this view of the Falcon, but in the distance, you can see Big Thunder Mountain's spire.
Yes, this is Hondo. Go ahead.
If you look to the left, Imagineers painted one of the spires in Galaxy's Edge the same color as Big Thunder, to not make it stand out as much from this vantage point. It's pretty smart, huh? Let's continue on to the pre-show and check out the ever-so-amazing Hondo Ohnaka.
Well, you know, I had a bad feeling about that last group, but this, this is the group I've been waiting for, yes! Come in! I have an opportunity for you all that is very dangerous. I was going to say profitable. You think I'm so heartless I would set my friends into danger? You insult my honor. I believe you have very little honor to insult. We'll talk later. I'll do everything around here. Yes. Hello, my friends. I am Hondo Ohnaka, and this is Ohnaka Transport Solutions. Today, I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come in. The Millennium Falcon. Oh no, for some very fast and very profitable expeditions. What can I find for a friend? Yes, as we agreed, you let us use the ship, we'll get you the supplies you need. It's a win-win. You help the resistance, and I get all the profits. What? No, the first order will never know we were there. Okay, time to go, so, bye-bye. We better go before he changes his mind. Move along, my friends. Listen carefully and remember, the better you work together, the more you earn. Your lives and my profit depend on it. Now go. You worry too much, R5. I will never send them any place dangerous that might damage the ship.
For pilots, gunners, and engineers today, you're going to be my flight crew RIF, the green credentials. Okay, here are your assignments. Okay, go and take a look at those. Please make sure to work together as a team. Okay,
cool. Looks like we're gonna be gunners today. Not my favorite position. I honestly prefer the engineer, even though everyone hates being the engineer. I don't know why. And I also prefer the engineer over being the pilot. I'm sorry, don't hate me. Thanks.
Right this way, my friends. Come closer. A brand new flight crew. Good luck to you all. You might need it. Today's flight takes you to the planet Corellia. You will be intercepting a first-order train shipment of coaxium. Gunners, you play the path. Pilots, line up behind the train. And engineers, you harpoon that precious cargo. All right, into the cockpit. I hope you are ready, my friends, but to be sure, I will be coming along.
So if anyone sees any lights come up and blink, go ahead and press those buttons.
It was at this moment that I realized that I chose automatic instead of manual, and now I'm trying to change it, but now it's too late and the ride's starting. Cool.
Flight engineer, repair test. Hit your flashing buttons. You'd better be faster when we get into real trouble. Right, pilot, push the flashing button to take off.
Push the flashing button.
Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly out. And push forward to fly down. Oh, watch it. Chewie makes flying this thing look easy, eh? Weapons are online. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's go get that coaxium. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed. They've locked onto us. Take evasive action. There it is. After that train. Flight engineers, fire the harpoons. Excellent. Now gunners, shoot the cargo free. Left pilot, brakes. Well, my friend, that could have been much worse. Okay, it's much worse. Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. Now power up the ship. Well, I gravity go axiom. You see, just as I promised, my friend. Now that the Resistance has what they need, maybe a little something for Hondo. Pilot, line up behind the train so we can harpoon that last car. Gunners, shoot the train. Yes, keep mashing those controls.
Your button.
The cargo's breaking free. Keep shooting. Good job, my friends. Yes, yes, yes. We got the coaxium. I will grab it. You keep up to the train. Crunch. Oh, that's ridiculous. Things are getting too hot. We have to get out of here. A distraction. Fire the missiles at the train. Hurry. It's coming down. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Boost, boost, boost.
Press the button, Scarlet.
We'll die. Let's get out of here. Your hyperdrive has failed. Pilots, evasive maneuvers. We've got company. Chewie is right. If we leave them back, they may find the Resistance. Mr. Last, you did it. Watch out. Oh, that's going to be the worst. Yes, Chewie will pilot us in. Remote, you retrieve 2 containers of coaxium. This would greatly help the Resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud. Now, after my modest profit, your cut minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon is, not bad.
My accuracy was very bad, Hondo. What you talking about? 40%, it's not good.
All available techs, we have a Corellian freighter that needs immediate transport back to the maintenance bay. This thing has seen better days.
Alright, I'm feeling like a short trip on the Disneyland Railroad. It's another thing I always make a point of doing at least once on every trip to the parks, and I haven't done it yet. So, what do you say we head on into Fantasyland to catch the train to Main Street, and then we can hop on over to Disney California Adventure? One thing I really love about Fantasyland is just seeing the characters roam around. It really adds to the atmosphere. I just love it. Okay guys, Map is performing right now, and I hear my favorite part. We're just gonna stick our head in for a minute and listen. I love that trio of songs so much, and that harmony, oh, it's so good. Okay, and just a little bit of the finale. Okay, that's enough Map. Let's head on to number 5 and take a ride on the Disneyland Railroad to check out some of the dioramas. They're my favorite part of the journey.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs.
You, but I think the railroad is one of the most underrated Disney attractions. I'm a huge fan of a leisurely paced ride, and speaking of pace, it's time to change the pace of things and head over across the Esplanade to DCA for some thrills. The first thrill ride I always need to go on is the Incredicoaster. Nothing beats the feeling of going from 0 to 55 miles or 89 kilometers per hour at that launch. And I gotta say, I prefer the Incredicoaster over California Screamin' because of the soundtrack alone. It really makes you feel like you're on this adventure, so for number 4, let's go and find Jack Jack.
Keep your eye on Jack Jack. No problem, darling.
smell in this tunnel always makes me want one of those giant chocolate chip cookies. That's okay. Unpredictable.
Yeah, Mom. Super baby.
There was a time I rode, and for some reason, the sound glitched. There was no music, and it drastically changed the experience where it felt like a totally different ride, and not in a good way. Thankfully, on this ride, we got the full experience, and it was nothing but thrilling. So I think we should do Guardians next. Now this question might cause a little tension, but do you prefer Tower of Terror or Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout? Here's my thing. I miss Tower, but I do really enjoy Guardians a lot. It's a really fun ride. So on that note, let's go see our good friend Rocket Raccoon.
And presto, the doors open for you. I now present to you Tannelier Bond's private office.
My friends, you're one step closer to your exciting encounter with the Guardians of the Galaxy. You're now standing in my private office.
I know.
Where I carefully scrutinize each and every piece that comes to me from different parts of the galaxy that I have.
Let's shoot this guy. Hearing your incessant slandering on a constant loop was big motivation for me to escape. Ow! Ow! That was not part of the plan. Why? Of course I escaped. For those of you who have not been paying attention, the name's Rocket, one of the Guardians of the Galaxy, the smart one. Listen up. He's gonna put you on a gantry lift for your tour. I'm gonna sneak on top of your lift and take us all the way to the big old generator control room. I'm gonna blast that thing and destroy all the control systems, which will open up every cage in this freak show and free my friends. Our buddy Mantis is in the getaway ship waiting for my signal, and then we'll be on our merry way. But this plan won't work unless you help. I don't have clearance. My hands don't scan. Yours do. If you raise your hands, I get the clearance and the chaos begins. It's a foolproof plan. Oh. I'm gonna take this. Now move it.
Get your hands up. We need your bioscans to get you up to the generator room, so make sure you get those hands up, all right? That's good. All right, thank you, sir. Everybody else, just play along. It's more fun. All right. Hey, Rocket, take it away, buddy. They're all yours.
My dear friends,
A little malfunction's always fun, right? No, seriously though. Rocket? Cheese!
Why are you thinking that? You barely stepped in. You did nothing. You did all the fighting. You did not help us at all. Should be taking me.
You know what I think it's time for? Yeah, to take a trip down Route 66 to Radiator Springs. Since it has a single rider line, this usually means a shorter wait, and right now the standby wait is only 40 minutes. So let's head into the Ornament Valley.
Probably just a bad spark plug, hippie.
And Radiator Springs. Not only need to be fast, you need to look fast.
Out of all the times I've been on this ride, this was my first time ever getting Ramon's side. I was very excited.
Ramon picks you up, right? Looking good. Here you ride.
Yep, that's me, but you know the drill by now.
Good luck, man.
Come on in, rookie.
Shiny Pete don't win a race. Oh, God.
And just because we can, let's take a look at Luigi's side as well.
Radiator Springs.
The champion needs speed
And style.
Luigi, give our friend your best.
Now you look like a real race car. Going up to the starting line. Okay. It takes more than new tires to win a race. I'm in a crew chief.
You want to pitch it hard, get it into the groove. So pay attention.
Yes. Now you have the chance to make this the most glorious race of your life.
Looks like Radiator Springs has a new champ. Congratulations.
Incredible racing! Faster! You're all winners today! Yeah! Come on!
Hey, y'all come back and I'll teach you my fastest backward drive.
I think that'll help.
If they want to come from behind again.
So now I'm curious, do you normally get Ramon's side or Luigi's side when you ride Radiator Springs? Comment down below, because I always get Luigi's aside from that one time on camera there when I got Ramon's. I do think that Radiator Springs Racers is probably the best ride at Disney California Adventure. Especially with those animatronics. I just love them. You know what, I gotta say, today's been a pretty eventful day. It's been fun, but there is a little surprise. Disney knew we were coming to the parks, and for one night and one night only, they are performing the Paint the Night Parade. So heading into number 1, let's end our day at Disneyland with the twinkling magic of Paint the Night. So I hope you enjoyed this virtual park hopping day at Disneyland. Now, what is your favorite ride at the Disneyland Resort? I'd love to know. Leave a comment down below to start a conversation, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video.